Good evening, YouTube, or whatever time it is while you're watching this video. My name is Jeff, and I'm here with my good friend Dan, who's recording me. That was Dan, not some random hand. What I'm going to be doing for you today is showing you how to take off a golf club grip from a golf club without damaging the grip. So you end up with this, the finished product, so that we can reuse it, because these grips are still fairly decent, and there's no sense in cutting them and ripping them off and ruining them when we can do it the way that I'm going to show you. I've combined methods that I've found on other videos and come up with a way that seems to be working pretty well for me. I was reminded to tell everyone that it's very cold here. We're in Canada. It is December. We're in a garage. So my recommendation is, if you are doing this in the cold, store the clubs inside. These clubs have been inside overnight to warm up, because you don't want to be working with cold rubber. That'll increase the chance of the rubber tearing. So, before we begin, I want to let you know what we've got here, the tools required. There's a syringe, and it's filled with paint thinner. This is obviously generic paint thinner. The active ingredient in the paint thinner is mineral spirits. If you can get odorless mineral spirits, that'll work as well, or any other lubricant. We've also got a coat hanger that I've bent, and using this tip to probe into the grip. You don't want to use the blunt end, obviously, because that could tear it. And then the final item we've got here, tool, is an air compressor with, I'm using the needle that blows up balls, but you could use any attachment that will go into the hole at the end here. Alright, so here's how we start. First off, we're just going to take this coat hanger and put it into the end of the grip, like so. Attempt here. Okay. So I'm just going to put it in a little bit. Give me enough room to get the syringe in there to squirt in some of the paint thinner. And once I do that, you'll see that now I can easily slide that down. And then you just start spinning it. And you spin it around. This one's going really well, actually. And you get down to about halfway, and I'm going to put in some more of the paint thinner. Let that drip down. And I should be able to just push it down some more. Yep, there we go. Keep spinning it around. This one's pretty good. Now I get down to about here, and it starts to become very hard to pull it around. So it's at this point that I use the air compressor. Now, I don't have one of those rubber iron holders that you can put into a desk, what do they call those? Desk vices. So, work desk vice. So I'm just using the clamp here to hold it down on the table, and it's working just fine. And I put it up like this. You got to be careful when you're doing this. I'm clamping down on the head of the club and not the shaft. If I was to clamp down on the shaft, I could actually bend it because of the depth difference between the end of the hosel where it goes in and the shaft itself. So make sure, if you're going to do this, you're going to clamp down on the head and not the shaft. I'm going to come down here, and there should be tape on the inside there, so I'm just going to use this. There, I was able to push through the tape. And now I'm going to squirt in some of the solvent. Get that in there. Again, don't be shy. And then when I put this in, now a safety warning. Other people have warned against this in their videos. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I can see where it would. There is a possibility of the grip actually exploding if you're using too much air pressure. I'm pretty sure I'm at about 80 psi, and you just give it a little bit of a. You don't want to give too much pressure. You can see right. Oh, it's already working right away. Look at this. It's just going to come right off. And we've removed the grip. You can see that's what's left on the shaft is tape, and that should easily come off with a utility blade or something sharp and clean it up with the paint thinner. And when you're done, you end up with that, a clean shaft that you can re-grip. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be putting on shaft extensions, but there's obviously other reasons to do this. So, thanks for watching. Happy golfing.